Hey, greetings, salutations, and good morning, sports fans. It is The Drive. Thank you for waking up with us here on hopefully your favorite sports talk radio station in the world, the Fan Sports Network. It's The Drive. Devin, Dixon, Paul Ratliff, and Tara Atkin, and we are fired up on a throwdown. Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Paulie got about 5 hours sleep. He is fresh. He's rejuvenated.
That's right, baby.
Tara was not working.
Coming after you.
Tara was not working the text line. I think she might be the most rested between all of us. I think
She pulled a me last night.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You did too.
I was having some sushi and
I
partying
know,
and
but
stuff,
then you were
hibachi.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, she was living good,
Yeah.
right?
That's right. That's right. Let's check in with what's trending this morning. We'll kind of go around the water cooler, what you might be talking about with your buddies at the office, at the job site, today at work, at school, at SkyWest, at the construction site. I feel like Southern Utah's bustling again. I feel like yesterday it was a lot of things out and about and moving, and we know February becomes a very bustle month with the Parade of Homes and Valentine's Day and President's Day weekend. So it's gonna be hopping. Weather's supposed to be a high of 58 today. That's not too shabby. That's perfect golfing weather for Paulie if he golfed.
Yeah, that's right.
If he golfed.
If I golfed.
And one of these days I'm gonna make Paulie show you his golf swing.
Yeah, that could go viral.
And then we're gonna do we're gonna do a contest to see who can guess the score that he shoots at 18 holes, and we're gonna make him play 18 holes.
Now we're talking, and whoever's closest.
Yeah, we'll win a prize on the Fan Sports Network.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
a great. That's
Yeah.
a very creative giveaway.
Yeah. We're trying to get the Live to come calling, but so far just crickets. I don't know
That's
why.
right. That's right.
I don't know why.
They're still scouting me.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, you got a better chance of going to Hollywood to play golf like Adam Sandler did.
That's right.
Yeah, or Kevin Costner did. And I don't even know if that's doable.
Probably
The foundation of the swing.
That's right. A lot of work to be done.
We are off and running. We are loaded today. We have college sports, local stuff, high school sports, national stuff. We got the big games this weekend, the NFC and the AFC championships. We're going to start getting into that today, and we'll make picks on those games tomorrow. Final show of the week for us. Let's start with, I think, probably one of the biggest stories in local sports last night, Paulie. I'm curious, agree or disagree? I mean, Paulie's his own man. He usually disagrees with me on most of the stuff. We do occasionally see eye to eye on certain things, and it always bugs both of us that we agree because it feels weird. It feels wrong that we agree on things.
Yeah.
But I think one of the biggest storylines waking up on a Throwdown Thursday morning, the Southern Utah University Thunderbirds.
Yes.
Kind of lost in the WAC shuffle. They're going to the Big Sky with Utah Tech. They started 0-3 in conference play, and all of a sudden they have started winning, and they've strung a 3-game winning streak together, and they just beat the team leading the conference standings in Utah Valley University. Not only did they beat them, they kind of whooped them last night.
They did. They put it to them. They're up by 1 at halftime and then exploded for 49 points in the second half to win 84-70.
14-point win.
14-point win.
I think they were 14-point underdogs.
I think it was 12.
wow,
I think
really?
it was 12 and a half.
It was
the
12 and a
game
half.
number.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was more for
Spitballing, yeah, I know. And
Yeah.
Jaden Farrow led the way with 18 points and 11 rebounds. Isaiah Cottrell added 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. And that was enough. That was enough for these T-Birds to get their biggest win of the season. So congrats to Coach Jeter and the T-Birds because we've seen Utah Valley play Utah Tech. I was producing the game. I was on the game that day whenever they went up to UVU. And that was a really gritty, hard game for Utah Tech. It was like pulling teeth to score points. And you see the T-Birds score 84 on them. You're like, wow, maybe this team is kind of coming into its own later into the season than expected.
Yeah, I mean, they started losing to UT Arlington, losing to Utah Tech, losing to UVU by 17 up there in Orem.
Yeah.
Losing a heartbreaker to Cal Baptist on the road. but they only had one home game in the first 4 conference games. And now they've had 3 straight in the AFAC, and that looks like it's become a nice little home court advantage. Beat Tarleton State, beat Abilene Christian, and now they beat Utah Valley.
Nice.
And Coach Rob Jeter will join us on the program. He just picked up his 250th win last Saturday when they beat Abilene Christian. Career win 250, kind of a milestone win for Coach Jeter.
And just because SU lost to UVU up at the UCCU up there, they've won 23 straight games up there. So it's pretty hard to win at UVU, but they were able to do it in Cedar City. I mean, the number 1 team in the conference, that's something that hasn't been done by Utah Tech or SUU, I feel like, since both teams joined the WAC, beat the number 1 team in conference. So pretty big win for Coach Jeter and crew, to say the least.
I agree. 84-70 the final. And again, versus UVU, SU hasn't been bad. They're 8-10 against the Wolverines all time.
Interesting.
After the win last night. So, but in conference play, they're only 2-6. So that had to feel good last night to get that second conference win against them. Of course, we'll see another rematch between those two teams. Everybody playing everybody 3 times with only 7 teams in the Western Athletic Conference this year. The other game did not go so well. Paulie, last night, close game at the half. Utah Tech down 3. Cal Bap kind of pulled away down in Riverside last night in the second half and cruised to a victory over Utah Tech.
Yeah, and Juice Holt did everything he could to keep the Trailblazers in the game. He was kind of the scoring Energizer bunny. I mean, every time they would drop, 10-point, 12-point deficit, he would nail a 3, make it a hard 2. It was like Juice really played a great game for Utah Tech last night. One of the things that was lost in the game was that Chance Trujillo got 2 technicals once again and was thrown out of the game. So that came late. He slammed the ball down and got the first technical, then said something to the official, got the second technical.
On the second one, he slapped the court.
Yeah, I think
he kind of slapped the court after he got called for a blocking call that was a really good positional defensive play. I thought he got hosed on the whistle. The Cal Baptist player was driving just right wing and just trucked him, and he had beat him to the spot. And when he got his 5th foul, he just slammed the floor in frustration.
Yeah.
Did he say something? I don't know. I wasn't there.
Rod said that he said something to the official on the way by. Which got the second.
So it wasn't the slap.
No, the slamming got the first technical.
Oh, wow.
And then the saying something to the official got the second technical.
Yeah.
So he was.
And now he's going to have to sit out for how long? That's 2 ejections this year, or what?
I think if you're
the Santa Clara game, he got ejected.
Fighting. They're different ways of getting kicked out of a game.
So he's not.
Rod thought initially on the broadcast, he thought he might be done for multiple games, going forward. But they don't know right now. I think we're going to wait for the announcement, because I think if you're let go of 2 games in the same year, it makes it a little more difficult to, say that it's just a abnormal instance. I think this is kind of, Chance got a little bit of a little history here now, being kicked out of 2 games. So he's got to keep his cool a little better, I would say, to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I watched the play. I thought it was a bad whistle, but you can't do anything about that. You got to control your emotions. And I really thought that the ejection for fighting was, somebody got he got in the way of a dunk and the retreat to defense by a Santa Clara big man, and he said something to Chance, and Chance retaliated, and they always catch the retaliation. So, lesson learned, and they need Chance Trujillo. He's been tremendous since he transferred in from Snow College.
Yeah,
I mean
Weber, I think. Right.
Well, he's from Ogden, but he played at Snow last year.
Oh, he did.
He's part of that team that went all the way to Hutch, and then that early upset exit in that championship game. Yeah, he was the starting point guard for Andrew May at Snow College last year. By the way, if you haven't paid attention to Snow College, they're like overloaded with talent. Who's the big that's going to BYU? He went on a mission. He comes home early. BYU doesn't have a roster spot. They park him at Snow College. He ends up, they're so loaded with Sean Feltz and Kyle Lemke. What's the Chamberlain, or what's the kid's name from up north that signed at BYU? Anyway, he's going to redshirt. And if you're Kevin Young, you're like, I recruited this kid and he can't even get on the floor at Snow College right now. He's got a red shirt.
Yeah.
That's how stacked they are. They are loaded at the big. Yeah. I mean, Sean Phelps went for 31 the other night.
Wow.
Sean Phelps got 7 big offers already. I was chatting with his dad a couple weeks ago, and there's going to be more coming. And I really think, Paulie, that if I'm a basketball player in Region 9, I probably want to go to a junior college.
Really?
If it's all about basketball and, if I want to be a doctor or a dentist or a lawyer or something, okay, you're probably not going the JUCO route because you're probably taking AP classes in high school and it's probably a waste of time academically.
Yeah.
But if you're going there and athletics is going to help you get an education, and then let's be honest, some kids without sports probably wouldn't go to college.
Yeah.
I think the junior college route is ideal right now because of the portal. You have to. Like, you're not seeing very many high school freshmen at all in the country get on the court. Very few. The select few are stars they're special. Yes, you can get on the court as the AJ DeBonzas. You're going to get on the court and you're a star and you're going to be, the next big thing in the NBA. I'm taking those guys out, but just, local players that are good, solid college basketball prospects that maybe would have went to Utah Tech, SUU, Weaver State, BYU, Utah State, some of the in-state schools 5-6 years ago. Now I think you're having to go to the junior college route because you're grabbing 3-4 more mature, bigger, stronger, faster, ready now guys out of the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think the junior college product is getting drastically better the last couple of years, and I think it's only going to continue to do so. And then you're going to see, guys coming in their sophomore, junior, senior year still play 3-4 years at Division I because the junior college clock doesn't start the NCAA clock. Now, we've seen that with the football players that are playing and taking the online classes around locally. You can get bigger, faster, stronger, play a year of football, develop, maybe you're a late bloomer, and then you can still go on and play somewhere else and not have. And I think that's important because there is a big piece of pie to eat out there, and it's called NIL money.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, interesting. Utah Tech losing at Cal Bap. Trujillo ejected there late for the double technicals. And then, of course, SUU getting a win last night. The WAC standings, Paulie, starting to take shape a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
And I know there's only 7 teams, but this is getting to be, okay, later in the stages of January. Like, every game, pretty important. Utah Valley, UT Arlington, both 5-2. Cal Bap sitting there 3rd, 4-3. And then all of a sudden, Utah Tech and SUU are sitting there tied for 4th at 3-4. That's how big the SUU win was, coupled with the Utah Tech loss going into Saturday night's rematch.
Yeah.
It's the feud on 15, the battle for the axe. It's the T-Birds at the Trailblazers again.
Yes.
So they played them between Christmas and New Year's in the WAC opener at the Burns. They'll play again at the Burns, and then I think it's the second last game of the season. They'll go to the AFEX. So Utah Tech does get SUU twice at home the way the schedule played out.
Yeah, that's good for the Trailblazers.
Well, it is after seeing what the T-Birds did last night
Yeah.
to UVU.
Tough for them to win in Cedar, probably. So
I mean,
good thing you got them at home twice.
UVU is 10-0 at home, but only 2-5 on the road.
Wow.
Utah Tech is 6-2 at home, only 3-8 on the road. Cal Baptist 9-0 at home, 4-5 away from home. SUU 6-2 at home this season, 0-11 on the road. What is it about WAC teams on the road this year? I'm seeing an early trend. They can't win on the road.
Yeah.
They're having trouble.
Utah Tech has 1 road conference win, and that's it. I mean, that's you need to steal some on the road if you want to win the conference and get a good seed in WAC Vegas. So that happened last night. To the high school basketball. We had 3 pretty compelling games last night, Paulie.
Yeah, it was a good night of Region 9 basketball.
And I was at the pit. I'll start there over at Pineview. Pineview takes care of Dixie in a game that's a rematch from the game over at Dixie last Thursday. So they've had 6 days in between games. And Coach Amico and the Panthers had a 13-point lead, lost it, and Dixie ended up winning by 6 in the first meeting last week. And Pineview was looking, and I thought the pressure going into the game was more so on Pineview because they were trying to just salvage the split. They had already lost the first one. Dixie could go in there and play loose and have fun and just try to steal another one, and really could have taken outright first place in the region standings. But the Panthers had other ideas, fueled by a big first half from Caleb Schmidt and a big second half from Jelani Ojegba. The Panthers win it, and they win it at the end of the night. They win it 63 to 57. They might have added a point. There was a discrepancy on the scoreboard, and they stopped the game for a few moments down the stretch, and they ended up adding a point. But the final, when I left the arena, was 53 to 57. It looks like the official statistician that's reported the scores to the Des News have added a point. And I'm seeing 63 to 58. Our score bot last night on the stream was giving us fits. I don't know if we were too far away from the scores table or if the technology's too old, but it seems like Pineview and our score hub are not friends.
Oh, no. Yeah.
At one point, I looked down and it was like 38 to 33, but it still showed the score 29 to 23. I was like, wait, we've missed a lot of points here for both teams. That's not right. So we had to get that fixed live on the broadcast. Dusty Allen, our producer last night, was manually entering the scores the rest of the night, and we got it updated and we got through the night. But that was interesting that the score that I thought was the final has been since updated online from last night. Caleb Schmidt had 19. Jelani Ojegba had 16. Cooper Ranson, the baby-faced assassin of Region 9, had 15. And Nate Tuller had 11. 4 Panthers in double digits.
Wow.
Yeah. Asher Spence had 17. Colin Simmons had 12. Chaz Holbrook had 9. Zach Jensen 8. Mac Howard hadn't played for 3 weeks. Mac Howard came back. He was our Jersey Mike sub of the game last night. He had 6 points off the bench. The only bench points of the game were Mac Howard's 6 between either team. And the bench was short, and it was starters on starters. And Dixie and Pineview are now tied for the lead in the Region 9 standings at 5-2. They're tied there with Crimson because Crimson lost at the Jungle last night.
Yeah. That was the big upset of the night. And I think we need Reggie Mackey to start getting a little more love for Region Player of the Year. 27, 9, and 10 last night for him. Probably one of the best games in the region in its entire season as far as a statistical output. I mean, that is incredible. I know maybe the Warriors aren't good enough of a team for him to win that because it normally goes to the top player on the top team for the region MVP, but he just needs to be talked about more because this kid is a stud.
I wonder if he can get to 1,000 points in his career. We know what an accomplished career his brother had. His brother will be back in a couple months from his LDS mission. He's going to go play for Judkins at Utah Tech as long as he doesn't change his mind. That's that. And I've heard nothing. I'm assuming that's still the plan for OMAC. But little bro of OMAC, RMAC as I call him, Reggie Mackey, is starting to come into his own. 27 last night, 29 the game before, 16 at Hurricane prior to that, and 25 before that against Dixie on January 7th, 27. January 30 scored 24. So he's been over 20 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the last 6 games. And he still had 16 in the Tigers' den in that other game.
Like I said, he's got to be talked about more.
Yeah.
He is kind of one of the hidden gems, I feel like, that doesn't get talked about enough in Region 9.
And how about probably grown a little bit? I think he's about 6'3" now, starting to learn how to score at all 3 levels. And look, he had a lot of pressure on him playing with his brother for a season when they were together as a young sophomore. And now he's a senior, and this is his team, and Ryan Ball's putting a ton on him, and he's responded. And they've got Isaiah Thompson that's playing better.
Yeah.
They've got
Jones Warner. He played well last night. Thompson and Jones Warner both had 12 to compliment Reggie.
Yeah, Parker Olson's had some moments this year in pop. Dylan Lucas had some games. I remember being over at Snow Canyon one night pre-Christmas non-region. Dylan Luke went off for like 20. So they got 5 guys that can go off and pop for you. And then you got guys like Cade Kelch and Hamlin that know their role and can do things. Ball's got them playing hard. And, Eminem over there at Crimson last night, 33 combined from Eminem. Michaela Lindquist had 17. Travis Murdoch had 16. Easton Beck had 10. The big thing for me was that third guy that's really been popping lately for Crimson was Britton Phillips. Snow Canyon held Britton Phillips to just 2 points last night.
Wow.
Wow.
Really good job defensively on Britton because I know he likes to shoot the threes, but he's long. He's very athletic.
Yeah.
And so that surprised me a little bit because Britton, I've been very impressed with him the last couple of Crimson games. So now Crimson drops to 5-2. Paulie, we got a log jam in local basketball standings right now with Pineview, with Crimson, with Dixie. The winner of the region might have 3 losses.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had seasons where it's been undefeated. Dixie's had some teams. We've seen some 1-loss teams, 2-loss teams. We don't rarely ever see a Region 9 champ with 3 losses. But we still got, 5, 6 games left of region play. Most teams have 4 or 5. The schedule's kind of screwy. I know Crimson has 3 games the final week of the season in region play, and there's been a lot of teams that have already had to play 3 in a week just to make up for some preseason tournament, and so you've had to crunch some region games in January and early February. So they come at you fast and furious. So there's still time for a lot of things to happen, but don't look now. Friday night's schedule is loaded.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Like loaded. I'll be at Crimson Cliffs for Panthers and Mustangs. Ben Lindquist will join me on the broadcast in that one. Terry, you'll be with us as well. Paul, you and Caden are heading out to the Tigers Den. How about Flyers and Tigers? All of a sudden, the Tigers are trying to keep pace with the Warriors because the Warriors just beat them last week. Then they upset Crimson Cliffs. And so, if we want to get 5 Region 9 teams in the top 10 of the RPI seeding for state, every game down the stretch is going to be very important, especially when you're at home.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Got to win on home court.
We saw, Snow Canyon hold serve at home last night. We saw Pineview hold serve at home last night. And we saw Desert Hills get their second region win. It's been a little bit of a tougher year for them. They beat Cedar. Obviously, Cedar so close to getting their first region win. They're playing hard for Coach Monks. They just couldn't quite come up with a big play down the stretch. They lost 54-51 at the Thunderdome last night in the other game. So those are your high school games. It's been a fun week of high school sports. You look at what happened last night. You factor in Pineview girls beating Dixie's girls after a 17-0 start for the Lady Flyers. I said this about a week ago on the show, and I've been telling a couple people about this because I've had a lot of people say, how about that Dixie girls team? Hey, Coach Winters has really got a good squad this year. And I'm like, yeah. I said, after talking with Casey about a month ago, I didn't realize this, that the Dixie Flyers girls basketball program has only won 1 region title in the last 40 years.
Wow.
One.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Out of 7 teams in 40 years, you'd think you'd have a couple classes that would pop and you'd have some good squads. They've had 1 pop and win the Region 9 title. So, and it looks like they're going to get their second. Obviously, they have their first loss, but they have, a 2-game lead in the loss column still there on Desert Hills and Pineview. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not looking at the standings right now. But that girls basketball has been exciting this year.
It has. Yeah.
And oh, by the way,
A lot of good teams.
SUU or Utah Tech on a Saturday night. Where will you be? I'll be at the Burns Arena. Will you be there with me? Let's pack the Burns. That should be fun. I think Coach Jeter's going to join us 8:30 on the show. We'll recap the in-state win against UVU. We'll talk 250th win, and we'll get his thoughts on this rematch Saturday night at the Burns with Utah Tech. So that's what's going on around the water cooler locally. Utah Mammoth last night. I want to finish with this, and then we got to get to a break. Paul, you had eyes on this tremendous comeback win for the Mammoth last night in overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. As they were down 3-0 in this game, the Flyers went out to an early lead, and all the way down to a minute left in the game, they're down 4-3, and they got the extra attacker on. And most of the time, when you got the extra attacker on, you're looking at an empty net goal and a 2-goal deficit. But the Mammoth get their first extra attacker goal of the season from their captain, number 9, Mr. Clayton Keller, as he gets the game tying goal right here, and then we'll let you hear the one that ends it after this.
Keller cut to the net. He scores! Clayton Keller! Extra attacker goal!
He's fired up.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I love how he dangled it in front of the goalie and then went to the backhand. That really clever goal.
Now rate this call on the winner here, as this was an amazing call by I blank on his name, the TV guy for the Mammoth, but he does a great job. He's coined a new phrase, and I'll let you hear it, and I'll let you see if you can ID it. But when they win a game, he's got a new phrase for the Mammoth. Here you go.
Take it away. Gunther will bring it back. Here he comes. Dylan Gunther is in. Gunther holds to Keller. Shoots. He scores! Clayton Keller! A Wasatch walk-off!
Wasatch walk-off.
Wasatch walk-off. How about that? He threw the stick in the crowd and everything. What a celebration.
it was
Matt
so great.
McConnell. Matt McConnell is the play-by-play
Matt McConnell.
announcer.
Okay.
Dominic Moore, Nick Olsich, our TV analyst. I think they got Kim Becker in the studio, and then they got the other broadcast crew for the radio.
Sure.
And yeah, Matt McConnell there, great call. That's a 9-7.
Yeah, watch out.
The Wasatch walk-off.
Yeah, I love that so much.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, how long you think it took him to figure that one out, or how long has he been waiting to say that one? He's had that one stored away, and if we
He's
get
had that
this
one
that
queued
happens,
up.
I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a lot of OT wins at home this year. We saw one of them.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Against the Avs.
The Gunther game winner.
The Gunther.
And Gunther, yeah. And Keller and Dylan Gunther in overtime have so much synergy and speed, and they're so hard to stop in that 3-on-3 format. So Mammoth win again. They've been hot.
Got to take a break. Off and running opening rant. What's going on around the water cooler locally? A little reaction to last night's basketball games. Again, SUU, huge win over UVU. Utah Tech falls to Cal Bap. And then your winners in high school ran down them quickly there. Desert Hills beat Cedar 54-51. It was Pineview taking care of Dixie, a game 6 days after they had blown a 13-point lead. They didn't blow the lead. This time they hang on and win by 5 or 6, depending on which scorebook you look at. And then, of course, you had that upset, little mild upset there at the Jungle last night. Snow Canyon knocking off Crimson Cliffs by 10. And again, 3-way tie. Crimson and Pineview.
Wow.
And Dixie atop the Region 9 standings. But don't look now. Hurricane and Snow Canyon are coming. They are coming. We got to take a break. We're back in a flash. It's The Drive. right, welcome back, everybody. It's The Drive. Devin, Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Tara Atkins pushing all the buttons, keeping Paulie and I in line. We're having a blast. Show today brought to you by One Health. Yes, quick shout out to One Health right here in St. George. They got a brand new doctor, Dr. Carl Turner. Here's what I want you to know about Dr. Turner. He'll see anyone, everybody in the family, from your newborn to your kids to women's health. He can do that. Yes, he can check my high blood pressure, your grandpa's high blood pressure. And little known fact about Dr. Turner, he does balloon art, which I think is like a lost commodity nowadays. Balloon art.
Yes.
One Health, the perfect place, caring for your family like their own. Great option if you want one doctor for your whole household. Look them up, check them out, and visit our friends at One Health here in St. George. It's The Drive. We're off and running. One Health bringing you a fun little segment. Let's do it right now. We call it Would You Rather.
Gonna get hot here.
All right. TA's got
I'm
the
looking at
questions, and this might get heated, Paulie says.
It will.
Here's
Yeah.
the fun thing about this segment. Tara preps the questions. Paulie, previews them, and then I'm in the dark on here. So Paulie has a huge advantage. So I'm going to have to instantaneously calculate a response that's gonna make sense to our listeners
That's
and combat, because I don't want to agree with you on everything here.
There's one that it's just for you, a solo for you question.
Oh, I like
Yes.
this.
Okay.
I like
That's
this
right.
isolation play.
Isolation, ISO,
Yeah.
ISO ball
Yeah.
on the last
It's
question.
like when you get in trouble at jail,
we
they
wanna
put
make
you in the
that the last one.
isolation
do we
chamber.
want to do that the last one? I feel like we got to do that the last one.
The last one?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Build the suspense.
Okay,
You know?
let's start with one of the other ones then.
All right.
All right. Would you rather have newly minted Chargers offensive coordinator Mike McDaniel or Bills OC Joe Brady?
That's a great question. I think McDaniel, only because he's done less with more. He hasn't had a Josh Allen.
He's had a Tyreek Hill and a Waddle, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he hasn't. But I don't think Tua is ever going to be
Yeah.
a Hall of Famer. I don't think Tua is
No.
even sniffing a Pro Bowl the rest of his career. In fact, I think Tua might be washed up already, and he really hasn't been great in his career.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where my mind went instantly. Was I think McDaniel's done less with more. Now I know he got fired, but there's something I like about Mike McDaniel. Now, Joe Brady, takes over the play calling when Brian Dable got hired with the New York Giants. Dable did a great job with the Bills when he was the OC. He's gotten fired. He did such a good job with the Bills, they might hire him back. Who knows?
Yeah.
But Joe Brady could get that job too.
Yeah.
He could.
If
He
they
could
stay
get
in-house.
He could get promoted to head coach. So that's why I wanted to ask. We wanted to ask this question before the hirings have been made. McDaniel obviously already been hired with the Chargers, but
yeah.
Brady, we're still waiting to hear if he gets a head job. But if I were to go OC here, I think I'm going McDaniel. He's one of the more creative offensive minds in the NFL. I don't think he's a good head coach. I don't think, we heard about all the stuff with Tua said that players weren't coming to meetings. I kind of worry if he's a leader of men as a head coach, but as an offensive mind, I think he's one of the more brilliant ones in the league.
Elite play designer, really, really maximizes the personnel. I like what you said about Tyreek and Waddle. That was nightmares for the defense. And, and when they had all those weapons healthy, Tua was decisive, getting the ball out quick, and those guys were getting yak yards, and the numbers were pretty good
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Yeah, they were good. The Dolphins made the playoffs 2 years ago, I believe, with Tua.
Joe Brady took over midseason, kind of stabilized the Bills' offense, quarterback-friendly offense. It's still ascending with good results. It's cleaner. There's less motion. It's more, it's effective. But the motion that McDaniels does, he gives you a heavy motion, a speed-based offense.
Yeah.
And that changes defensively how you have to line up. So I lean McDaniels slightly.
I'm with you on that one.
Because you said
Wow.
OC.
Rare.
You said
Yeah.
OC, not head coach.
That's right,
Yes.
OC.
OC.
So, all right, we're on the same one there. Let's move on.
Okay. That was surprising. All right. Would you rather have 2025 Heisman Trophy winner Fernando Mendoza or 2024 Heisman Trophy winner Cam Ward?
Starting an NFL team from day one.
Fernando.
I was high on Cam Ward. but the rookie season was just okay. Let's call it what it was.
Yeah.
Cam Ward didn't have the national championship, did he?
No.
He didn't have the national championship, so I give slight edge there, right? Like, you have to give Fernando Mendoza that edge, like 16-0
Right.
in 2 years with Signetti. And did you see this? Side note, did you see what Mark Cuban
That's
offered
what I was going to say.
Fernando Mendoza?
$35 million to stay in college?
He basically said, I will give you your rookie NFL contract if you run it back. So Mark Cuban, obviously, he's got millions and millions and millions for selling the majority of the Mavericks and all his stuff on Shark Tank and all his other business ventures that I don't even know under, what he does.
Right.
But $31 million to Mark Cuban to run it back is nothing, right?
Yeah.
He's saying, here's your $24 million signing bonus for being the number one pick,
right,
plus your $7 million plus rookie salary,
first round pick
for being a first round pick,
or for overall. It's
like $31.5 million if you stay at Indiana.
Wow,
that would be the highest NIL deal ever.
Yeah,
I would do it.
That would be tough to top.
Yeah.
Right.
And if he doesn't want to be a Raider,
and then he doesn't have to go to the Raiders. Yeah,
that's right. He could do a Dante
He gets
Moore.
the same money to go back to Indiana.
Yeah,
because Mark Cuban's alumni and loves the school and had so much fun watching Indiana Hoosier football be good for the first time ever.
What I've always said.
Yes.
What's the ROI for Cuban except memories?
Yes.
Memories and having a legacy and having a championship.
Yeah.
He got it. So,
Yeah, he was.
What's in that $31 million? What's he going to get back if Mendoza comes?
I mean, he's getting
just
publicity.
a lot of joy.
Exactly. Joy. That's what I've always argued. These guys get joy.
Paying for joy.
Paying for joy.
Well, the agony of defeat if they didn't run it back and win it, though, would be
that'd be an expensive loss.
Yeah.
But still, Cam Ward, 3,169 yards, 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in his rookie season.
Yeah, but
I
he
think
set the
that
school.
I would do Fernando.
Okay,
I would take Fernando.
But are we comparing college seasons to college seasons?
Just how they project at the NFL level. Obviously, it's kind of a flawed one because Cam Ward's already got stats and a whole year of play in the NFL.
Yeah.
But do you think Fernando will do better than 31-69, 15-7, and a 33.3 QBR, which was 28th in the league?
Right now, I would probably take Fernando Mendoza too.
Yeah.
If you want winning, if you want efficient quarterback play, if you want leadership, champion. I mean, he won every award.
Guts,
He won the
grit,
Maxwell.
everything.
He won the Davey O'Brien. He won the AP Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And of course, the coveted Heisman Trophy. Now, Cam Ward, when he was at Miami, did set the school record for passing and touchdowns.
They did.
And he's the NCAA career passing touchdown leader all time. So this is not as far of a gap as for me as maybe you see it. I see it very close. But I think I will lean Mendoza because maybe there's a higher floor, polished passer. Ward better NFL tools, future superstar potential, better runner, I would argue. Although that run in the national championship was all heart and all guts by Mendoza.
It was. 4th and 5.
Yep.
Yeah. You
Guts
love to
and
see
grit.
that. That's right.
If you're building a championship team now, Mendoza edges it. But let's be honest, Cam Ward and Fernando Mendoza are going to crappy NFL teams.
Yeah.
They are.
And so, I mean, don't expect to know the answer on who you'd rather have until we get 10 years down the road and we see these teams retool, rebuild, and put talent around them. Yeah. That's the unfortunate reality about a rookie quarterback drafted 1 or 2 is you're going to a bad team.
Yeah.
It's just,
all right.
Just the honest truth.
All right, we're both on the Mendoza.
Sorry, Raiders fans.
Okay. We
this
agreed
is so
way too
sorry.
much.
This is weird.
Sorry, I have to agree with you. I thought Paulie thought I would take Cam Ward there. I do
did.
like Cam Ward.
Tara was baiting you. That's why she asked that question.
I was so impressed.
Paulie's bait. Yeah.
I probably would have took Cam Ward before that run.
Yeah.
And that recency and just, I don't know. There's something I like about Mendoza. It's that, aw, shucks, gosh darn it. I just want to go out there and run the ball and throw the ball and win with my buddies.
Yeah.
Aw, shucks, gosh darn it.
Yeah. I love
Kirk
it.
Cinetti, he's such a stinking flipping stud.
Yeah, right. Flipping
Love that
sweet.
guy. I'll go to flipping war with him. Like, I don't know. There's something endearing about Fernando Mendoza.
There
right?
really is. Yeah.
What a storyline.
All right, let's move on. I'm kind of excited about this one. I want some like viewers to chime in on this one too. I don't want just like Devin's.
I can open up the text line.
Yeah, open up the text line. Let's get online. Let's get a Jimmy John's highlight of the week poll.
Okay.
Let's get them all up there.
I gotta pull the text line up. Let me pull it up.
Get it up. Here we go.
Are you going with this one now?
Would you rather my bumper music or Paul's bumper music?
Oh, wow. No, think about this.
That's not a fair question, Taylor.
Oh, look at this.
That's not a fair question.
No, we have got to settle this because I am sick of him coming in and telling me he wants a song request and stuff, and that his songs are better.
You're on the spot, buddy.
He says his songs are better.
The question's been asked. You're pondering.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing what backlash will be less for me. What? When will I hear the end of the one I don't pick? Paulie always says he's a hits guy.
Yeah.
Tara is a little bit more into a genre that I'm not as much into, but she's kind of merged and found a happy medium, I feel like, over the last couple months.
Try to pull in a bunch of different stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how scared he is to answer. That means
he
wants
won't
to
even
say
make
me.
eye contact right now.
He wants to say me, but
won't
This
make
might
eye
be the
contact.
hardest would you rather question I've ever had. Like, you could ask me if I'd rather have no legs and no arms, and I would have had an easier time figuring it out.
Would you rather be blind or
You're going to
deaf?
break Tara's little heart, but go ahead and do it, buddy. Go ahead.
I prefer my bumper music over both of yours.
No, that's not an answer. That wasn't the question.
Once again, he doesn't want to say.
Well, you're egging me on. You're egging
of course,
me
that's
on.
what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do that.
There's some days where I would prefer Paul's. There's other days where Paul's your suck and Tara's is good. There's other days where I look at Tara's song and I'm like, what in the blank is this? I've never heard this song. Who sings this? Erase
Usually because
from
I
the
love the look on
database.
your face when I do that.
Yeah.
So it's just funny to like bring those in because I get your reaction.
But I will say this about Tara's. She finds some songs that have been lost or forgotten that otherwise I don't think
that
without
is
her we
true.
would have ever played on this show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is a good one. I remember this one. A good
Exactly,
one. A goodie
like-
but an oldie, as I like to say.
That's right. Like
a
one out of
throwback.
every 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right.
You have better than one
Here's
out of every 7.
Here's the other problem with this.
Okay.
Paulie hasn't produced the show in months.
Yeah.
When I've been in studio.
That's right.
So I don't even know what he's been playing as of lately, which makes it really hard for me to answer
it's-
this
it's
because
just
lately
great
it's
stuff.
been me producing the show
Tara
or Tara
thinks
when
it's
Tara's
garbage,
gone.
but-
It's me though.
It is garbage.
I don't know though. Paulie and I do have some similar tastes in music, so I might fit into the garbage man mold too.
Oh.
No, his is better. Devin's is better. Paulie's
Yeah.
is just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, he likes that Studio 54 music.
Yeah.
What do you call that? House
Like the
house
house
music?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah,
music.
he's summoning his frat days at Sigma Beta Pi Hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your
Pile. Yeah, that's it.
what was your fraternity's
Sigma
name?
Beta Pile. Okay, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. But let's try again.
It's that from now on, though.
It is. It's Phi Sigma Cav, also known as Beta Sigma Pi Hole.
Beta Sigma
AKA.
Phi Sigma Beta Pi
All
Hole.
right, so he kind of
Okay, so he prefers mine. We're going to move on.
You're gonna assume that, okay?
You can both assume what you want.
Yeah, leave it open to interpretation,
Yeah.
as I like to
Okay.
say.
All right, here we go. Would you rather have the King of Seattle, Sam Darnold, or Seahawks Ring of Fame member Matt Hasselbeck?
Yeah. Think long and hard, buddy.
He's chat GPT in his answer.
No. I'm trying to.
No, he knows this one.
I'm still trying to log into the text line. It wants me to put in a code right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we need these instant answers about Tara's bumpers.
Yeah.
We need
Code-
it.
and the code went to Cadence.
Yeah.
He's getting a text right now.
Yeah.
I think it's simple texting.
Here, wishful thinking, Sam Darnold. I'm hoping. When I was in Seattle in December, I felt like King Darnold was in effect. That comeback Ram. I was at the game where the Seahawks came back from down 30-14 and beat the Rams in overtime. Was it 38-37? And I felt like he was He could do no wrong. He was the king of Seattle.
Yeah.
And Hasselbeck was very solid for a long time.
Went to a Super Bowl.
Went to a
Didn't
Super
win,
Bowl, lost to the Steelers.
playoff contender with Holmgren for all those years.
Yeah, it was a good era. That was a relevant era with
Yes, it
Sean
was.
Alexander and company. We had some fun years,
Yeah.
but I have been thrilled from day one. I've always said in John we trust, John Snyder, and John Snyder thought that the best quarterback moving forward for the Seattle Seahawks is Sam Darnold. So I'm going to say slide ahead Sam Darnold because I believe in what John Snyder is doing. Look at his draft picks. Go look at how many draft picks in the first, second, third, fourth round are starting out of their 22 starters on offense or defense.
Yeah. Yes.
The last 3 years, every one is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
It is a look at how good Amanda Warrior has been in the second round pick this
So
last year.
good, you got a jersey.
Right? Yeah.
Dude, he's a stud. He's 6'3", 220. He reminds me of Cam Chancellor,
Okay, I
who
like
played
Cam
with Matt
Chancellor.
Hasselbeck
Yeah.
for a minute.
Mhm.
At the end of Hasselbeck's career, if I'm not mistaken.
Cam Chancellor, a Virginia native. I always liked him.
Yeah.
Bam Bam Cam, I love that guy.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, Cam.
By the way, my boy Craig just texted in.
So Devin's
Okay.
bumper music is the best. That's
So
what,
there you go. That's straight
That's
from a
just-
listener. That's straight from a listener.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So that's why I had to plead the fifth because I didn't want to take myself on that previous
we did
question.
put his
I am
bumper
going
music in
with
there.
Sammy D. Take us to the Super Bowl. Win the
King of
Super
Seattle.
Bowl. Let's go Hawks.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
I loved Hasselbeck though.
Okay. Yeah, that was why.
I like Matt and Tim. Great.
She
The
tried to-
Hasselbeck family's a great football
She
family.
tried to trick you again, just trying to trick you into saying Hasselbeck,
know.
but you got to go with the here and now. The king of Seattle.
If you would have said Russell Wilson in his prime, that would have been more
Oh.
tempting for me because he did win the Super Bowl. The tipping point was if Sam Darnold goes on and wins the Super Bowl, Sam Darnold is the right pick this year.
Yeah.
Right.
He's the right pick.
But I think right now, Hasselbeck's accolades and achievements with Seattle greater than Sam Darnold.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
I mean, but longevity matters. I mean, Sammy D's only played this season.
One
It's his
year,
first
yeah.
season. But I mean, it's our best record. We're the number one seed, like Hasselbeck had us in 05, like Russell Wilson had us in the 13 Super Bowl run when we beat Denver. The Seahawks have been around since 1976, and Hasselbeck and Wilson and Zorn are the three quarterbacks that you remember. Some people remember old empty hand Dave Craig because he was throwing to Largent for a good stint. But man, he fumbled more than the guy on what's the football movie, and he has to walk around school with the football. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
With it taped to his hands.
Yeah, he had to walk around. Oh my gosh, help me out.
Friday Night Lights, I think.
I think it
I
was
think it
Friday Night Lights. Yeah.
I'll check it. I'll
It
fact check
was
it.
because the dad made the kid
Yeah.
that kept fumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. All right. Well, that'll do
That
it
does
for
it
us.
for Would You Rather.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah,
No,
that's
we
it.
got to get to a break, buddy.
Okay. I'm trying to fact check. I don't want to leave our listeners hanging here.
Okay.
Stands tall? When the
Oh.
game stands tall? Is that's not what I was thinking
Never
of.
heard of that, no.
I can find
I'm
the
pretty sure
video.
it's Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is Friday Night Lights.
That's what I was thinking. That sounded right to me. All right, we got to
right.
take a break. You're right. We got to get to a break. Paulie's on break duty today.
am.
Devin's bumper
Which
music
one do
is
you
the
like
best.
better? Which one do you like better? This one? This one? Which
I
one?
I am going to be really interested to see what bumper music Tara plays the rest of the
Yes.
show. Let's,
Oh,
let's,
you
let's
wait.
see if she can. Maybe I'll have a decision by the end of the show.
There we go.
Ready
An
to
update.
drive. Hang with us. Lots coming up when we come back. Stick around. Hey, baby, we're back. Everybody loves Macklemore.
Yes.
Yeah. Thrift shop.
Thrift shop.
Yeah.
What was
Thrift
the other
shop.
one? The
I'm gonna pop some tags.
Yeah, I mean,
he had the what's the other one? The
I love his.
Can't hold us.
Can't
like,
hold
there's a
us.
bunch
That's
of,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
I
That's the one I'm
loved
thinking of.
his Mariners tribute to Dave Niehaus and Rick Riz. That one was my favorite.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Downtown is a good song.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not as familiar
Every
with
Dance
that.
Can't
is a
Hold
good
Us.
one. Can't
Macklemore
Hold
with
Us.
Ryan Lewis. They do the one called Can't Hold Us.
Yeah.
That one's really good.
It
Yeah.
is good. I like that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. All right, Paulie, update us on the weight loss journey and tell listeners how they can join you.
That's right. Who's waiting to get their health in line in 2026? I know I was one of them. And in 2 weeks, I'm down 6 pounds. We got the weigh in for this week tomorrow. Excited, anticipating maybe another 2-3 pounds down. Hoping so. But if you want to get started, it's real food. There's no hunger. There's no guesswork. You've got a on-call nutritionist whenever you need them at any time. If you're going out to a restaurant, you need to find something soda-friendly, the diet-friendly to make it happen as far as eating out.
love that.
You send a picture of the menu. They quickly respond with the alternative that you probably were going to go something else, but they give you something that works, that is going to work for the program. So you have somebody guiding you, an accountability partner at all times, thousands of Google reviews, countless before and after pictures. Be a part of something that can change your life today. Why wait? Let's get started today. Call today at 866-800-SODA. That's SOTA. Or book online at sodaweightloss.com. Soda, it is state of the art.
I'm excited for tomorrow. Weigh in for
Yes.
Paulie tomorrow.
Another one, baby.
We'll have an update. Hour 1 of the books. Rob Jeter, a bunch of stuff coming up. Hour 2. Don't touch that dial. It's The Drive on the Fan. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is The Drive. What's going down January 22nd? Show today brought to you by St. George Tent Shop. Deck out your ride. Get on over there where they got time to get your car in and get it decked out for 2026. Get your appointment, St. George Tent Shop. Make your vehicle look good. If you want to call for an appointment, you can. You can also hit them up on the web. You can Google them. Check out all their 5-star reviews. 435-704-8657. Show also today brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course, Zag, and Color Country Custom Coating. If you need some paint restored or you got a new car and you want to put that permanent ceramic coating around it to protect your paint, JC at Color Country Custom Coating offering $400 off for a limited time. I don't know how much longer he's going to offer that, so take advantage. Pick up the phone and call JC at Color Country Custom Coatings. Devin, Paulie, Tara, hour 2. Let's get you what's going on. We call it the top 8 at 8. Big win last night for the Southern Utah University Thunderbirds. Yes, Coach Jeter and
those
the
fellas.
T-Birds winning big at home over the WAC. Everybody in the WAC said, hey, thank you very much, SU. You bring UVU a little closer to the pack, as they were the only team sitting atop the standing solo with one conference loss. T-Birds hand them just their second conference loss, avenging the loss the T-Birds had up at the UCCU Center.
Yeah.
And nice home win in front of about 1,200 plus people on a weird. We don't have a lot of WAC basketball on a Wednesday, but we got it on a Wednesday this week.
It's
and
different.
Then you have a little more time off till Saturday. And Saturday, it's SUU with their 3-game winning streak coming down to the Burns Arena to take on Utah Tech. Both teams are 3-4 in the conference after Utah Tech lost last night. We got a couple clips from the game. Let's go up to the AFEC first. This is second half action. T-Birds holding on to a slim lead with just under 2 minutes to go. I think it's 75-70, and here's what happened. This was kind of the pull-away bucket for the T-Birds.
Farrow, 3-ball, corner pocket.
Big
Fourth
night.
triple of the night for
Big
Fourth
night.
triple
Yeah.
for Farrow. How about that? Plays a little stretch for him. That stretch 4 position had 18 and 11. What a night for him last night as the T-Birds get the big conference win at home. So I think this rights the ship for him. The 3-game win streak. 2-game win streak is good, but if you get a 3-game win streak and you beat the top team in the conference, that kind of asserts you in the WAC a little bit as, hey, this team is no pushover. This is going to be a team that's going to fight to the finish and be a tough out in the WAC tournament. So I think that the ship somewhat been righted by Coach Jeter and SUU Hoops.
In about 25 minutes, we will talk with Coach Jeter. I'm excited to chat with him about the win streak, the win last night, and the game on Saturday. All right, mentioned Utah Tech loses. They're tied in 4th place now currently. Both teams 3-4 going into that Saturday night showdown. They were fighting, though. This is second half action, just under 9 minutes to go. And they were kind of down at 3 at the half, but then it was really quickly like 9-11 most of the second half, and they were trying to make a run in starting to get into crunch time last night. And a guy that has been up and down shooting the 3 makes a big one here.
13 from the free throw line. 3-pointer is good. That's Barrett. 13.
Yeah. Britton Barrett.
Britton Barrett.
Yeah, we were trying to find Paulie's notes to give you the hometown call on
Call
that,
on it,
but we
yeah.
couldn't. we have 3 recordings in the studio.
Yeah. Sorry, Rod, if you're listening.
Audition problems last night, Paulie?
Audition problems. Yes, audition
We have part
problems.
1, part 2, and part 2 exclamation.
What is the exclamation point?
Well, there was a lot of snafus recording last night, saving. I had to resave a couple times, so I guess it saved it twice. So, what can you do? You can't explain
win 'em
this
all.
genius.
You still haven't explained to me what the exclamation point is.
It was another way of labeling the thing because I was like, I kept trying
You
to
gonna
do
do just
2
part
again.
3?
I was trying to do 2 again.
And it was going to copy over the
and
top.
it wouldn't do it.
Oh.
It was like, I won't let you save it twice as the same thing. So, boom, exclamation point.
Other news. So T-Birds win, Trailblazers fall, and they meet on Saturday night.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can give us some tickets away tomorrow on the program if you want to go down to that game at the Burns Arena. High school hoops last night was happening.
Yeah.
Big one at the Jungle last night. Snow Canyon heating up. Well, here come the Warriors. Coach Ball doing a great job. They are playing hard. Reggie Mackey, 27 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. We almost had a Region 9 triple-double last night.
That's super rare in a game
been
as short
awesome.
as high school games are to get a
Last
triple-double.
Warrior to get a triple-double was probably his brother, Owen
Yeah.
Mackey, 3 years ago.
I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah. But Snow Canyon does get a huge home victory over Crimson. Snow Canyon's now 11-7, handing the Mustangs their 6th overall loss. But more importantly, Snow Canyon getting closer to the top, and we've got a 3-way tie at the top after last night.
Yeah.
Crimson and Dixie went into last night at 5-1 in region play, but with the Mustangs loss, they dropped to 5-2. McKay Lindquist had 17, Travis Murdoch 16 in the loss for the Stings. They can't rest their laurels on it. They can't feel bad for themselves. They got to turn around tomorrow night and host the Pineview Panthers because the Pineview Panthers got a little revenge on the Dixie Flyers last night. That was the game we had for you on the live stream. It was our Boulevard home coverage of high school hoops. There was no radio call last night, except for maybe a little portion of the first half. But then we had to get
First
down to
half was
Utah
there,
Tech.
baby.
Yes.
I had you in studio.
That's right. And so when the dust settled at the pit last night, Pineview walks away with the victory, and really kind of wasn't close at the end. Dixie did hit a late corner pocket 3 that cut it, so the final score looks a little closer than it was. But Pineview, the last 3 or 4 minutes, really no doubt they were going to win that game over Dixie, 63-58. The final in that one. Caleb Schmidt led the Panthers with 19. Schmidt was great last night.
Yeah.
J.O. Jelani had 16. Tuller had 11. Cooper Ranson had 15. They had 4 Panthers in double figures. Asher Spence had scored a couple games over 20 points consecutively, held to 17 in this one. I thought the real good defensive job, though, was holding Colin Simmons to 12 by the Panther defense. So, both these teams came in averaging 62 points a game.
Yeah, it's impressive.
And so that little bit of better defense, kind of the edge there for Pineview, a little bit better 3-point shooting overall. And they were able to get to the rim and get a little bit more points in the paint than Dixie. So big win for the Panthers because 6 days earlier they had lost at Dixie. So they split the season head-to-head. Both teams winning on their home floor. The third game last night, Desert Hills grabbed their second Region 9 win. They take care of Cedar in a tight one, 54-51. Netta Tawaifa had 30 last night in the win for the Thunder. He scored over half their points last night for D Hills.
Impressive from that youngster. He's just scratching the surface of what he can do.
Yeah. So those are your high school and college scores locally. Of course, we're getting ready for the rematch between Utah and BYU. That'll be Saturday at 3 o'clock. That'll be the next time you see the Utes or the Cougars on the court. Cougars coming off their second loss of the season. They're now 16-2. They're ranked 13th currently. Utah is 9-10 overall and towards the bottom of the Big 12 standings after losing on the road a heartbreaker to K-State, where they went cold down the stretch in the last couple minutes. And K-State was winless in Big 12 play before that game. It'll be nationally televised on Fox at 3:30 on Saturday Mountain Time.
Yeah, first edition of the Holy War basketball matchup
Was
was
a good one.
Yeah.
At the Huntsman
It's
Center.
like a 16-point number. It was a 5-point game, close till the finish. So I'm thinking that we'll see a nice game again in the rematch at the Marriott Center.
Next game for Utah State, they're 15-3. They lost the other night as well at home to UNLV. They got to go to Colorado State Friday night, 8 o'clock, the tip-off. That one also nationally televised on FS1. So those are your local games of interest with SUU at Utah Tech, Utah playing BYU, and Utah State going to Colorado State. So those are the matchups for the weekend in college hoops. Some of the national news out there, kind of a lighter day. One of the stories I found fascinating yesterday was the Buss family selling the Lakers. They had a huge piece on that on ESPN.com yesterday.
Yeah.
Very interesting. About a 20-minute read, but very, very interesting. And I think that new show on TV, I can't remember, the Point Break. Is it called Point Break?
I think so.
With the LA Waves, and it's kind of reenactment of the Lakers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But obviously it's not a documentary.
Yeah.
It's a series.
It's a mockumentary,
With
right?
the family bickering and, Jeannie Buss taking over the team for Dr. Jerry Buss, all that. Anyway, if you are looking for a good read this morning, go check that out. I find it very fascinating, the family dilemmas of how the Lakers ended up selling to, what's his name, Walton, the guy that owns Chelsea FC and the Dodgers and a bunch of other stuff. Also, elsewhere, Utah Mammoth secured a dramatic victory last night. How about the night for the King of Utah?
Yeah, we got the King
He
of
woke
Seattle,
up on the
King of
Wasatch
Utah.
with a win, and that was Clayton Keller. Tara, give us both of the goals, the tying goal and the OT winning goal. Here's the call. This is this is the TV call from last night, but some tremendous plays, and here we go. This is the one that tied it up.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is the winner.
This is the winner.
Oh, this goes right to the winner. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
The winner. Yeah, the winner.
Give us
We
the
love
winner
the
with
winner.
chicken dinner.
Bumper is in. Bumper holds. To Keller. Shoots. He scores! Clayton Keller! A Wasatch walk-off!
Wasatch. I love that so much.
I know. That's why I wanted to play
never
this
get
clip.
sick of
It's
that.
amazing.
Call of the day. Call
Throws
of the
the
night.
stick in the stands. It's a
Oh, yeah.
celebration on John Stockton Drive, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Mammoth beat the Flyers in OT. They were down 3. They come back to win with that one. You just heard it. 5-4 in OT. Clayton Keller is the hero.
Yes.
Mammoth will be back on the ice on Saturday. They got the Predators in Nashville.
The homestand over for the Mammoth.
Yep. Next game for the Utah Jazz. They're hosting Wemby and the Spurs. That'll be tonight. Teams have split their 2 meetings so far this season, both down in the Alamo area in San Antonio. Jazz are 15-29 currently this season, and they don't have the worst record in the NBA. Like they flirted with last season. They've improved a little bit. 15 wins already. They're going to go over their projected win total by
Yes, they will.
in the future line from the odds
Yes.
makers. They're, what was it? Was
17?
it 17 and a half? Or was it 19
17
and a half?
or 18?
They're going to
somewhere in there.
fly over that. We're not even in the All-Star break, and they already got a whopping 15 wins.
Yeah, they're set to hit that number.
How about them Utah Jazz?
Bring them out.
Right? I
Bring
guess
them
they
on out,
don't want the
Team Utah
Bonza
Jazz.
that bad.
Yes. Yes. Broncos, Patriots. They're gearing up for the AFC Championship. Denver will host the Patriots. Quarterback will not be Bo Nix. He had his surgery. I'm sure the doctor's going to come out and say it went great.
Yeah.
It will be Stidham at quarterback. The line opened at 6. It's down to 5. So it maybe open a little high. Some early money coming in on the Broncos with the points. And now it's leveled off and is sitting right there at 5. That'll be game 1 Sunday afternoon. Then we switch gears to the NFC Championship. 4:30 Mountain Time on Sunday, and 12th man will be rocking. They will have a lot of tailgate spirits already devoured in Seattle. The Seahawk chants will be resonating throughout the entire Puget Sound and the whole Northwest.
The Puget Sound.
And Seattle will be hosting.
Devin's already got all of his tailgate stuff ready.
Yeah, he does.
No, I don't actually.
Don't.
What?
Okay.
You know, and you know when I went to Arizona, you know what I forgot to take?
What?
A jersey. I took a Seahawks hat on my trip, but I forgot the jersey. I laid it out and left it on the back of a chair at the house, and I felt like I was going to jinx the Seahawks, and then we boat raced the 49ers, and I was like, okay, that's why I'm not superstitious. That's
There you go.
Okay.
why I don't believe in the broadcaster jinx.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
right.
I have no bearing. You know, you have some people who are so superstitious, they have
Yes.
to wear the same thing, do the same routine. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I've stepped into that wormhole of saying,
Yeah.
and that's when the free throws missed by a player, and you're with me, and I go, oh, that's the announcer's jinx. You go, I don't believe in that.
I don't believe it.
He's very firm in telling you he doesn't believe in
Don't you
that.
put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Okay, for the record, this was the first Seahawks game all season that I didn't have a jersey on during the game.
So it proves it
And
doesn't
they
matter.
won. So it does not matter. That's why I don't believe in it.
All right.
Thank you
I like
very
that.
much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, buddy.
A couple. I saw this the other day. Another local NIL signing, Dallin Havea,
Oh, yeah.
Utah Tech football, choosing UCLA.
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know, some of the big ones, Eric Olson, former Desert Hills prep
Oregon
star,
State.
goes to Oregon State, Dallin Havea to UCLA. So some of the bigger names of players that Utah Tech did have. They didn't have that many in the portal this year. I think
Yeah, they
about
did really good
10,
with
11,
retention.
12 in the portal was all.
Yeah.
Which bodes well for Lance Anderson. He doesn't have to bring in 51 new guys like he did
Right.
his very first year taking over as head coach. So
Yes.
that's going to be a little bit more familiarity. Reggie Graff is still in the portal, but has not committed anywhere. I think there's one school Reggie wants to go because I think his wife got accepted into a program.
Okay.
And if he doesn't go to that school, I think Reggie might be done.
Yeah.
He only has 1 year of eligibility left anyway. One of the married guys on the team, one of the older guys on the Utah Tech football team. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if there's anything developing there.
Yeah.
Those are your sports headlines. Did I miss anything? Anything to add?
No, I was just
BYU
looking.
Big 12 football schedules came out yesterday.
Yeah,
my
I like that.
My Twitter timeline was filled with, BYU's thoughts on Notre Dame.
Did you see BYU's schedule release video?
Yeah.
The swig cups and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I thought it was pretty funny.
Clever.
Let me see if I can
I thought
find
it
it
was
real
funny.
quick.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I thought it was well done for them to use something topical to Utah to release their schedule. I thought it was pretty cool. And
Here's what you need to know. The Big 12 schedule's out. BYU opens conference play September 12th at home against Arizona. Utah will wait for a road matchup with Iowa State on September 26th. Cougars and Utes Holy War rivalry game will be November 7th. Mark that date down. That'll be Utah BYU Holy War November 7th in Salt Lake City.
yeah, let's just let it roll as we talk and all, but this is their schedule release video. So I thought it was pretty cool. All these teams doing different bits now. So the founder against Utah Tech, that's the swig drink for them. Strawberry Breeze for
Spring
Iowa
Fling.
State. The Jolly Elf for Notre Dame makes sense, Notre
Mountain
Dame.
Man, Colorado State water.
The Rocket,
the bye week.
which, the Rocket makes sense for UCF because of the space connection. The Endless Summer, it's always warm in Arizona State. And the Drama Queen is actually a shot at Mark Harlan. It's their way of doing that. So pretty funny from them. Do-Gooder, the Dirty Flamingo for Kansas.
Look at that. After October 24th, they go to UCF. They don't leave the state for a game.
Yeah.
Because they're just going up to Salt Lake there on November 7th, and the Utah get a Drama Queen.
I know, right?
They got
The
big-
do-gooder at Baylor.
Yeah.
They go
Oh, the
once
flirty
to Kansas.
flamingo.
Oh, flirty. That's right. Not
So
dirty.
only one time leaving the state after October 24th.
Yeah.
That's a pretty favorable schedule.
ring-
Obviously, you got that game on November 7th. We'll see what Morgan Scalley can come up with. What is the number of Utes that have left the program?
It's a good question. I can
currently.
take 247 real quick.
Yeah, we'll check on that. We got to
Yeah.
take a break. Get to a break. That's your top 8 at 8. Brought to you this morning by our friends at Zag. Protect your phone better. 2 St. George, 1 Cedar City location. Don't zig, just zag. We'll be right back.
Devin likes that.
Does he? I don't know. He's kind of reserved on the. Yeah. See, he gets that.
I mean, it sounds like making love music. Smooth. Sounds
No,
smooth.
Marvin Gaye. Come on.
I don't know who that is, Tara.
Bozzy. You don't know who Marvin Gaye is or Bozzy?
I don't know who Bozzy is.
Okay.
I know who Marvin Gaye is.
He knows who
Let's
Marvin
just get
Gaye
it
is.
on.
Yeah, that's what you were thinking when that song was playing.
Yeah. What's on
Jeez.
Tara's mind this morning?
Whatever.
We never know what's on Tara's mind.
Yeah. Tara Damas.
Yep.
What is she thinking next? When you zig, she zags.
He does.
We are hanging out here in the Finley Hyundai Studios. 0.99% interest on the Tucson, the whole family of Tucsons, or
Wow.
the Santa Fe. That's less than 1%. You hardly pay anything. That's going to save you on your payment. And that's going to say you, who wants to pay high interest rates? It's great if, people have been paying 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8% on an auto loan, 0.99 on well-qualified buyers. Go see if you qualify. Take a test drive at Finley Hyundai off exit 13 in St. George. Okay. Just have a couple minutes before Coach Jeter is going to pop on with us here in about 5. We started talking just a little bit there at the end of our headline about how many players from Utah have headed to Michigan. Paulie, the number is probably less than people would surmise.
Yes, from the Utes departing to Ann Arbor to join Kyle Whittingham with the Michigan Wolverines. There are 5 Utes.
Only
currently.
5.
Only.
5 Utes only. There are 20 total outgoing transfers from the Utah football program, and 5 of them, including some big names. Salisi Moa, the number 1 recruit in the state of Utah, decided to flip his commitment to
Smith
Michigan.
Snowden.
J.J. Buchanan, the tight end who showed a lot last year for him. He was very good. Jonah Leia, he is a 6'5" defensive lineman. Smith Snowden, you mentioned, and the leading sack man in the country last year, John Henry Daly.
John Henry Daly is a
those
big
are
loss.
Some
yeah.
big names that are heading to Michigan.
But
to
you would
follow.
have thought that there would be more defensive players
Yes.
coming from BYU because Jay Hill is the defensive coordinator.
Right.
Now, obviously, Kyle Whittingham's the head coach, and people respect Coach Witt, and players play hard for him. But I would have thought maybe that would have been more defensive players from BYU because of the familiarity with the scheme and Jay Hill knowing what he wants to do, and the plan's already starting to form, and he wanted to take a couple guys with him.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, I can get more NIL money if I go with you, Coach Hill. He says, yes, we'll figure it out. And they say, okay, I'm coming, but there hasn't been. There hasn't been. What, one BYU
One.
Cougar?
Max Alford is the only BYU Cougar heading to Michigan. There are 13 outgoing transfers.
BYU is doing a great job in retention.
Yeah, they are. And speak of local front, Marcus and Dom McKenzie both transferring out. Marcus going to Utah State, and Dom going to San Jose State.
Yeah, we got it mixed up. Dominic is going to go play for guess who as the offensive coordinator? Same guy that was the OC at the Utah Tech, Craig Stutzman, when Hobart had his All-American season before bouncing to Texas State.
McKay Hillstead also doing the weird bit where you go from Utah State to BYU back to Utah State. He is committed to play for the Aggies next year.
Well, I think he thought, I'll give it a run at BYU.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll meet my wife, and then I want to go back and play.
That's right.
I don't know. I mean, holding the clipboard only is... look, if I'm a high school athlete, I don't want to go sit there and develop and sit and wait and maybe start 4 games in a career. I want to go somewhere I can play.
Yeah.
I want my evaluation on my talent level to fit me getting on the field and competing. I mean, some people are happy with the college education and holding the clipboard, and then probably knees and joints and their swag bag.
Ring.
Yeah, the bowl gifts.
Ring.
Yeah. But I remember James Lark. Were you around, Paulie, when you came in right after the James Lark, but he went to BYU, never really got a shot, stayed there his whole career. Nowadays, if James Lark went to BYU, after 2 years, he would have bounced and went and started and played somewhere else. Times have changed.
Yeah, Hobbs Nyberg comes to mind as an example.
13, only 13 leaving. Retention is great in Happy Valley. phenomenal. And not as many as you would think at Utah too. With a coaching change, you think you could have 50 guys leave. Only 20. That's not that bad.
Could expect a mass exodus most of the time, but no. Morgan Scalley doing a good job of retention, and that's a big thing in college sports now is retaining your best players.
Do you have the comparison on Utah State, Weaver State, Utah Tech? Well, it may be a segment we need more time for.
Might need more time. We
Maybe
got Coach Jeter coming up.
We do. We do need to get to a break. Clear some time for Coach Rob Jeter. He's going to be joining us next. Big win for the Thunderbirds last night. Big game coming on Saturday, SUU versus Utah Tech. We'll break it down with Coach Jeter after the timeout. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. All fired up for our next guest. Been telling you all morning long, especially if you're up there 93.1 listening in Cedar City or 1400 in Parowan. We've got head coach of the Thunderbirds who are rolling right now. 3 straight wins. Big home victory last night over Utah Valley and Southern Utah. Men's basketball coach who recently picked up win number 250 in his coaching career, Rob Jeter, joining us now on the show. Coach, good morning.
Man, you're fired up. I thought I was fired up. You sound more excited than me.
There you go,
hey,
Coach.
I am fired up. I'm bringing the energy, Coach. Because
I love the energy. I love it. The energy's great.
When I look at this 3-game stretch, the last 3 games, I'm impressed. I mean, you guys start so slow, tough, going on the road in the WAC, and all of a sudden you flip the season around. What is the biggest thing that your team has started to do consistently to turn the results in your favor now?
Well, I think we trust have a lot more trust in each other. And, it's just like anything in life. You just got to get that one break. You got to get that one win. And our schedule was extremely difficult. I mean, we only had one home game in the month of December, and then we start the league off with the best team in the league, or one of the best teams in the league, Arlington, and then we went back on the road again for a couple more games, 3 more games. So it was the schedule laid out in a way that wasn't the best, but I just like how we've toughened up. We have learned to trust each other more, and we're scoring the basketball finally. I think that helps a lot.
Last night's home win over Utah Valley, did it have a whack Vegas like conference tournament type feel? Did it feel like a regular season game?
Yeah.
I mean, how did the team respond so well playing at home versus when you went up to the UCC U Center, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it definitely had a whack Vegas type feel. You're playing the defending champs of the league, the team that was leading the league in conference. We're coming off 2 straight wins. It's one of those special opportunities that are rare in a season like this, that you have a chance to play the best team in the league, you're on a roll, and you're at home. So our guys rose to the occasion. They played really well. We were tested. I've always said Utah Valley is the most disciplined team in the league, and the only way to beat them is to play the same way. And I was really pleased at how disciplined we were.
Coach, talk about your defensive effort for UVU. This was the lowest point total they've been held to since they scored 68 against Santa Barbara way back in December. So you guys did a great job. And one familiar face for you guys, I went to West Virginia for college, and Isaiah Cottrell, man, he's been a much-traveled guy, but he's found his way to Southern Utah. 12 boards last night. Talk about his defensive intensity as well.
Yeah, I think everyone, when you see Isaiah, you see a guy. He's a good-looking kid. He looks really strong and fit. But he's kind of like how our season started. He just never could get over the hump. And he is super talented. Never really got a chance to fight through some adversity at some of the other stops that he had been. And for us, I mean, we just stuck with him, and we lived with some of the low points in the beginning of the season, knowing that he has that potential to play the way that he's playing. And I'm just so happy for him, because finally in his career, he's really living up to the expectations.
Coach Jeter, SUU head coach. Coach, recently 250. I know the media, I know your sports information department, they're the ones that pay attention to those streaks and those statistics, but it is a milestone win. Tell me your thoughts on getting win number 250. I think it was last Saturday. That
means I'm getting old. That's all that means.
Amen.
I guess just got to hang around, I guess. No, it's been an incredible journey for me. I had spent so much time just in the state of Wisconsin. That's where I played college basketball. Obviously, I played for the Hall of Fame coach in Bo Ryan. And I never thought I would leave the state. I thought I would stay there. And then, I got fired at Milwaukee, learned some lessons, went to UNLV, then went to Minnesota, Big Ten, found my way down, taking over a program that had not won a lot of games in a decade down in Western Illinois. Was able to have some success there, and now I'm here. I'm way out of my element, way out of my my comfort zone, but I like challenges, and I like to push myself and see. One of my mottos is you got to know. You just got to know what you can do and what you're capable of, and it just goes to show that I think I've been very fortunate to have some really good people around me. I've been really fortunate to take some chances that have worked out, and I've had some really good players.
And, Coach, a fundamental building block for the future for you guys is going to be your freshman, Elijah Duvall. Wondering, how'd you pull him all the way from Wilmington, Delaware, out to the beautiful state of Utah, but averaging 12, 3 and 3 for you on the season? Really been a sensational freshman player for the T-Birds.
Who wouldn't want to come to Cedar City? It's a beautiful town. Once you get them out here and they see it, right?
Yeah, that's right. It is beautiful. There is no question.
Timing is everything. You hear these cliches, right? Timing is everything, and the timing for us with him worked out perfect. He was a high-level recruit. He had multiple Division I offers that were leagues better than the WAC, and I'm not ashamed to say that. But he just passed, and he just felt like he could do more. We just happened to cross paths at the right time, where he's like, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. and we're very thankful.
Lot of fun doing it with a lot of new faces on this T-Bird roster, and it takes your whole coaching staff to rebuild the team every single year. There's not many holdovers. How many players are back, Coach? What, you have one back from last year's squad? How many do you have returning?
Yeah, we had two guys that played last year came back.
Yeah, whole new roster. What makes you the most excited looking forward to the rest of the WAC regular season after this 3-game win streak, Coach?
Well, we've had a chance to take down the best team in the league at our place. Now we have to go on the road and see if we can continue this complete turnaround. But what's exciting for me is I can see the guys now having fun. I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, mentor. And, I just like to see men have fun doing something that they love. And I see our guys doing that now.
What about protecting the home floor? I know you do have a home loss or two this year, but I'm looking at the wins and losses in the WAC, and there is something going on right now. Everybody is playing well on their home floor, and it is tough to get road wins right now in the WAC. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, for us, we're a different team. Like, we're a different team than 2 weeks ago, completely different. So now we have to go on the road and prove that. But you're extremely right. I think the parity in this league is that's what that shows. It's difficult to go in someone else's arena just because of the travel. So I'm saying the way our travel schedules work out, and you might be in California one day, then you're traveling and you're down in Texas the next on Saturday. So there's a lot of things that come into play, but I just think we're a different team. So speaking for us, I think we're ready to get on the road and do some things that we hadn't done all season.
Yeah, how rewarding was it for you to match wits with Todd Phillips and get him last night? I mean, there's always that matchup within the matchup that I call the chess game between coaches. That had to feel rewarding for you, Coach, to make some adjustments from the game earlier up in Orem and protect that home court.
Well, I think for us as coaches, I think as long as your guys are feel confident and prepared, right? I think that's what you're alluding to. But when they know they have a chance to win and you have the talent to put on the floor, the coaching is just a few things here and there, the adjustments, right? I've been very blessed to have coached and then played for, coached alongside one of the best coaches in college basketball history, in Bo Ryan. So I've learned a lot and I've seen a lot. But at the end of the day, it's not what I know, it's what I can get them to do. And the one thing I learned from Coach is that you need to just keep things simple and stay disciplined. The one thing I've always admired about coaches' teams up there, Utah Valley, they're very disciplined. And I'm used to playing a style very similar. When you're rebuilding programs, it's harder to do that. I feel like we're at a point where we're starting to see some of that discipline play off.
All right, Coach, as we fast forward to this Saturday, 7 p.m. from the Burns Arena, you'll be having your second of 3 matchups with the Utah Tech Trailblazers and 3-time WAC Player of the Week, Ethan Potter, reigning that award last week. What are you going to do to stop him down low, and what are the prospects of trying to beat these Trailblazers twice to win the season series?
Well, we're not going to stop him. You'll see if we can stop everyone else. How about that? 'Cause no one's been able to do that.
Oh, man. In-state UVU at home and then Utah Tech. This is a big week for you. Did you phrase it like a big week with your guys? And now that you got win number 1 this week in 3 straight, any different messaging going into Saturday's game?
No, the message stays the same. I think the kids understand the moment that they have. Last night was a special opportunity, and I was just good to see that they rose to the occasion. We have another one of those down at Utah Tech, so it's a game. Guys are in shorts, gym shoes, and T-shirts, and we have to get out there and perform. So I know these guys are feeling better about themselves. Utah Tech also is playing really well. Hey, let's just have some fun.
Yeah, I love it. Coach Rob Jeter, SUU head basketball coach. Late game execution has been tremendous. You look at the Tarleton, Abilene, you look at the game last night. Farrow hit a big three when it was 75-70, and I felt like with about 2 minutes to go, that was what kind of separated you from the Wolverines. Coach, congrats on the win streak. Congrats on the milestone, and we'll see you at the Burns Arena on Saturday night. Good luck against Utah Tech, and thanks for the time as always here on the Morning Drive.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Rob Jeter, gracious after a huge win to jump on with us on short notice last night. Reached out to SUU's sports information department, and they hit up Coach Jeter, and he was gracious enough to jump on the show. Good stuff.
Yeah,
good
great
stuff. We've seen different guys step up night to night for SUU the last 3 wins. And Farrell was the guy that really stepped up last night.
He was.
We've seen your guy, Isaiah. Duval's been a guy.
Yeah, he's been nice. So, yeah, they got some pieces there, and they're playing better.
Well, important for teams to have balance. And different nights, different guys are going to be hot, and other guys won't be as hot. You need that balance within your roster. And Coach Jeter seems to have kind of shuffled the deck and figured that out with a whole overhaul of the roster. 2 guys back from last year. That's it.
That's right.
So, and really, they haven't had a lot of longevity because you had a lot of guys that left when Todd Simon left, and then even more left last year. So he's this is the first year where he's kind of had a chance to build his roster with all his guys. And so I think that's what SUU administrators are looking at going, wow, okay, now he's had his 3rd season. Now he's starting to really get out there and recruit, and we're seeing what kind of players he can bring into Cedar City, Utah. Let's be honest. Yeah. I don't think most of the guys on the roster had even heard of Cedar City before they started looking it up when they were starting to get recruited.
Potentially.
So this is a fascinating story, and it's going to be really fun to see what happens on Saturday night between the Blazers and the T-Birds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Can't wait. All right, can't wait for the final segment on a Throwdown Thursday. Coming up when we come back, SU T-Bird talk this morning on the drive, brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. They've got a free body composition scan. If you're looking to lose a few pounds, you're looking to get fit in 2026, it's not too late. Stop on by. It's FREEEE, free, as I like to say, at Game Day Men's Health. You just swing on by, no appointment necessary, and you can get your free body comp scan. Paulie, have you ever done that scan?
I have not.
You have not done the scan.
I need to do that. Tara was saying to do that as well.
You can do their 60-day fitness challenge and win big prizes, and it all starts with this free body scan. But you have to do the body scan in January. It's a $35 value. Look, January is the perfect time to check in on your health. Without pressure, without a sales pitch or any commitment. That's why Game Day Men's Health launched this 60-day body transformation challenge, and they're giving you the free body scan. It'll tell your BMI, your percentage of body fat, all these things. And you'll go 60 days later, so sometime in March, depending on what day you get the body scan, and you can get they're judging by greatest body fat decrease, greatest lean muscle mass increase. They're giving winning prizes to free peptides, free month of vitamin injections, or your choice of a free month of personal training at Habit Fitness, or a full year of the Habit Fitness training app. So there's no gimmicks, there's no before and after pressure or pictures, just accountability and measurable progress, and a reason to stay accountable. I'm doing it. I'll report in. I was 21.6% body fat when I did my body scan almost 2 weeks ago. And so I still got plenty of time, but hit up the gym yesterday, got a nice run in, ran 2 miles. In fact, I'm a little sore today. The old back, the compression on the running on the low back from an old accident I had, but I'm committed. If you're committed or you're interested, all you have to do is stop by Game Day Men's Health and get started today. And while you're there, you can schedule your free testosterone test at Game Day Men's Health. Reclaim your game. If you want to get a free test, you're not interested in the 60-day challenge, you can just call or text and get your free testosterone schedule appointment without stopping in, but I would encourage you to stop on in and take advantage of that free body scan as well. That'll help you meet your fitness goals. But if not, you can call or text 435-265-4223. That number one more time if you want to text them right now and say, hey, I heard the guys on the fan. I want to give a free T-test. It's 435-265-4223. We'll be right back. Well, there's one game that I'm really, really excited to watch. Obviously, there's always games you're excited to broadcast. It was fun to be at the pit last night. I was over there. Me and Ryan Forsey had the Pineview win over Dixie. Upset, little mild upset. Snow Canyon gets Crimson Cliffs last night. Desert Hills also beat Cedar. Those are your 3 Region 9 scores. We had SUU beating Utah Valley. There was some great action last night. The only thing that would have made the day a little bit better is if Utah Tech would have upset Cal Baptist on the road. That didn't happen. They were only down 3 at the half and then ended up losing by double digits there at the end. But a lot of fun last night. But I get excited. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing Crimson Pineview. Saturday I will be calling the Utah Tech game against SUU down at the Burns Arena. So I'm fired up. But then Sunday, I'm just a fan. And that is the Seattle Seahawks game. I am ecstatic about this opportunity. They got to win the NFC West again. They had to win it by winning 7 straight games to edge the Rams and the Niners in the division, and then they had to go through San Francisco in the divisional round, and now they got to go through Puka Nacua, Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, and Devontae Adams again in the NFC Championship game. And Paulie knows how fired up I am about Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. I was mining through Twitter and
found a little clip.
The Seahawks official account posted a video from Mike McDonald's first meeting as team head coach. And he's kind of like Tara. He's got a little Tara in him. He's got a little fortune teller qualities because we'll see what this one quote he had, but he kind of knew that the Seahawks might be in this spot.
All right, we got everybody. Man, this is pretty awesome, huh, guys? This is awesome. We got a hell of a program ready for you guys. One of the things I want you guys to feel going through this program is that we have a vision for you and this football team. Here we go, fastball! But today, all right, I'm going to take you here now, so stay with me. I want us to just take a minute here and fast forward to January, NFC Championship. It's 30-something degrees. All right, it's wet, it's windy. All right, it's shitty for them, okay, but it's just right for us. Oh, we're loose. We're focused. All right, we're confident. We just spent the last 9 months stacking every opportunity that we had to put us in that position.
I got one question. Do y'all feel it? This is what we send a message. No, then we just got some work.
Team across from us in the other locker room, okay, they've seen the tape. They know what they're in for. 11 guys playing as one, every snap. They know that we're like that.
Yeah.
Fire to the end zone.
Pretty good hype video,
They know
buddy.
that they're facing a bunch of men that won't give up.
Yeah.
They know they'll face a team.
He's
that
getting
won't
the
die.
he's getting the
That won't
goose.
quit.
He's got the goosies. He's got the goosies.
So let's go to work.
Let's go to work.
How about the hire?
I mean, that's a great job by the Seahawks social media team. You know, going and mashing that all up with the music in the background. The first team meeting.
As Fernando Mendoza would say, I'm flipping pumped, man.
There you go.
Flipping, gosh darn it, I'm pumped. Look, what a hire. What a job that John... I have told my buddies for years and years, when they panic about a game or a player or a move or a draft pick, I'm like, in John we trust, in John we trust. And it's like the coin, in God we trust. I've just flipped it to in John we trust for the 12s out there.
He's got his bracelet at WWJD. Like, what would John do?
What would John do? What would John? I mean, look at the picks he has landed. Look, there's been story after story this last month written about how the Seahawks have not only rebuilt, but they've reloaded to be clearly the team to beat right now. The Super Bowl odds are heavily in favor of the winner of the NFC. You got the Seahawks, and then you got the Patriots, and then the Rams. And right now, Denver is like 12-1, and that's mainly due to the Bo Nix injury to win the Super Bowl. Seattle is basically 2-1 to win 2 games. But look, I was at that Rams-Seahawks game, the overtime thriller. Seattle was down 30-14, and they just believed. And Sammy D kept throwing touchdowns and 2-point conversions, even backwards pass conversions picked up by Zach Charbonnet.
That's right.
Now, there is a little tiny bit of concern about the left tackle position. All 3 didn't practice yesterday for Seattle. Obviously, Zach Charbonnet is out, but they're going to elevate George Halani, who had a hamstring and went to the injured list back in week 12.
Yeah.
He's back. He runs hard out of Boise State. This kid is a really good running back.
Yeah.
They have depth, plenty of depth at the running back position, and they're going to ride K9 anyway.
Yeah, Tara made the point before the show we were talking. He's got the oblique injury.
Sammy Diaz not practiced at all. Very
And
limited this week.
In his last game, I know you guys won going away, obviously, so he didn't have to, but only threw for 124 yards.
Yeah,
in the last
12
game.
of 17, 124
limited
and a
attempts,
touchdown.
yeah.
But when K9 runs for 3 touchdowns,
But will he run like that against the Rams?
Paulie, the game was over when Shaheed took it to the house. We would have won 7-6. We didn't even need Sam Darnold last week.
That's right. But
we crushed the
you're
soul
gonna
and
need
the
him
heart
this week, is
of
my
the
point.
San Francisco 40 Whiners. We absolutely ripped their heart in the chest like an Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, the Temple of Doom with the heart? Yes.
Yeah.
See, that's a movie I know.
Nice. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, I am shocked that the line is only Seattle by 2, 2.5.
Wow.
I am
Just exuding confidence.
No, I'm not shocked by that.
But then I look at the all-time regular season and playoff Rams total points scored, and they're a point apart all time. And this has been a great interdivision rivalry. Everybody wants to talk about Cowboys and Redskins, or the NFC East gets a lot of rivalry
Big
love.
media markets.
Big media markets.
Dallas, New York, Philly, Washington.
But how about this NFC? 3 playoff teams.
It's
all
been a great
in the
year for the
divisional
West.
round, head-to-head NFC West teams to represent the Super Bowl. This is what you live for. This is what you play for. Here's the kicker for me. I just like Seattle's defense. I just love our defense. We have no weak links. We're going to get after Matthew Stafford. Puka and Devontae are good, though. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. More on that, plus picks on the Denver Patriots game and that game tomorrow. You guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the drive next time.